it's Alex. Welcome back to my channel, or to my channel if you haven't seen my videos before. Today I thought I would film myself do my makeup for the gym. I usually would work out at home, so I wouldn't normally wear makeup, but since I'm going out in public and I'm doing a few things before, I thought I'd throw a bit on just to, you know, feel a bit more put together. And I know there's a big thing about whether girls or guys should wear makeup to the gym, but honestly, I don't think it matters. If you're wearing full glam, no makeup, you're all there for the same reason. You're doing something positive for your body. Why should it matter what you're wearing on your face? Like, I get it if it affects you and it makes you break out and everything, but if it doesn't, then it doesn't really matter. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to get started with a little bit of foundation. This one is the Lasting Finish Rimmel 25 Hour Foundation in 103 True Ivory. This is my pale skin tone right now, I think. I got it yesterday. I haven't tried it yet, but hopefully it works. And I know foundation's really bad at the gym, but I'm only going to be putting a tiny bit on. I'm just going to do a really light layer to kind of even out my skin tone. I'm just going to dot that on my face. It says this is a lightweight formula, so hopefully it's not going to be too full coverage, but just enough to kind of even out my skin tone. Sometimes I go for just powder, like I'll just put like a light powder foundation on, but today I thought I would put liquid on since all my other powders are quite dark and I didn't really want to have to blend everything down my neck and go to that much effort for the gym, so foundation it is. Okay, now I'm going to apply some concealer. I'm just using the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer and blending it out with my beauty blender. Now I'm going to set all of that in place using my Fresh and Flawless Pressed Powder by Australis. Just a tiny bit of that just to make sure that it doesn't budge. Now I'm going to move on to filling in my brows a little bit. I'm just going to use a little bit of this BYS Brow Fiber Powder just because it's really light and it's easy to use, and just add a little bit without it looking too heavy. So I'm just going to fill in any sparse areas. I'm going to do a tiny bit of bronzer, and for that I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Palette, and I'm just going to take that like warm colour over here, dab a tiny little bit on the brush, and just use that along my cheeks, kind of acting as like bronzer contour blush. I'm going to take a tiny bit more and put that on my forehead as well, and a tiny bit on my jawline. I'm just going to add a little bit of blush as well. I'm just using MAC's powder blush in Melba. And I also always use, whenever I use blush, I put a tiny bit on my nose as well. For my eyes, I'm going to take that same contour color I used on my cheeks and just put a little bit of that in my crease. I feel like using the same color that you used as your bronzer in your crease looks a lot more natural. I'm just using a little bit of that on my Morphe M433. Every single time I say the name of this brush, I say free instead of 3-3. M433 brush. This is definitely optional, like you can just put mascara straight on, but I like to add a little bit of depth in my eye socket. Now I'm going to take a little bit of some highlight. This is just the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Moonstone. And I'm just going to put a tiny bit of that in the inner corner of my eye just to brighten up my eyes a little bit. And I'm also going to add a little bit of that down the bridge of my nose too. And on the tip of my nose. Blending it in with my powder brush. I'd also grab a little bit and put it underneath my brow bone too. On my brow bone, not underneath. That would be weird. And my cupid's bow. Now I'm going to apply some mascara, and I'll be using the Colossal Go Extreme. Before I add mascara to my bottom lashes, I'm going to take that bronzer color again and just run it underneath my lower lash line. And now I'm going to take a little bit of my Nearly Empty Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced and apply that on my lower lashes. And lastly, I'm just going to add a little bit of lip balm to my lips. I'm just using this Huror lip balm. That is it for my gym makeup. You can use this for so many things, like running errands. You can wear it every day if you want to. It's so quick and easy, and that's what I love about it. Just whack it on and get out of the door, which is always good. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I'll be putting out new videos every single week. And until then, I will see you in my next video. Bye!